Radical.
All right, I got a couple minutes to tell you all the Lakers are trash and they're not going to get into the playoffs, play-ins. They're not getting into the play-ins. Literally, I have a couple minutes this morning. I mean, what do you expect? That's all I got. So I'm going to tell you that they are trash. As I've told you before, they had a game a couple days ago where they pretty much had to beat the Pelicans, and they did not beat the Pelicans. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Davis could not summon up the strength to beat the Pelicans in a must-win game. This team is terrible. Blow it up. They lost to the Nuggets. I don't think LeBron even played. LeBron James had a April Fool's joke where he said, I'm out for the rest of the season. I'm not playing for the rest of the season. Well, the rest of the season was only like 5 or 6 games where they basically was going to lose all the games. So, yeah, again, they're trash. They're terrible. And I will stick to what I said before that, LeBron James possibly not one of the best 5 players of all time if he actually allowed his team to not even get into the play-in this year. Okay? A lot is to be said, not for just personal stats, but a lot is to be said for team leadership. LeBron James could not lead his team, made up of former Hall of Fame, former All-Stars, future Hall of Famers. He could not lead that team even to get to the lowly play-ins. There's no excuse for that. No excuse whatsoever. But, I've already said all that before. What's new is they need to blow it up. Or is that even new? I've said they need to blow it up. Trade LeBron, trade Anthony Davis, trade Westbrook, even get rid of all the chairs that are not working there in that arena. Get rid of everything. Rebuild the Lakers, blow it up. All these commentators that are saying, you know what, just you got to keep Anthony Davis because LeBron James has no hope without Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he can't even stay. He can't even win when they're taking on the Pelicans in a must-win game. Anthony Davis, again, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, even in a must-win game, they lose. They lose. They're a bunch of losers. What do you do with a losing team? You blow up the team and you just trade whatever you can get value for. Anthony Davis, you can get some value for him, but you know what? The longer you wait to trade Anthony Davis, the even more his value goes down. Right now, you could package Anthony Davis with Russell Westbrook and get him gone. Just get him gone and get whatever you can for them. Send LeBron to a team. Now, I don't want LeBron James. I don't really like LeBron James. I don't want him winning another title, because I just dislike the guy personally. He's a great basketball player, but I dislike the guy personally. But in my professional opinion, I would send LeBron James to a competitor, to a team that is competing, and get back some good picks, because you don't have any picks. Get back some good picks, get back some good players, and start your rebuild. Hell, you're the Lakers too. Players will want to go join the Lakers. It's not a situation to where they're a team that, nobody wants to go to. No, you're the freaking Lakers. So, yeah, it's what they've always done, right? They drafted Kobe and everything, but they got Shaq from another team. Didn't they get Wilt from another team, They got these stars from other teams. They got LeBron from another team, He went there, so yeah. But what else is news notable in the NBA? Well, the Clippers destroyed the Bucks, I see here a couple days ago, 153 to 119. But don't get excited. Giannis wasn't playing. Giannis proved last week that I think he's the MVP over Embiid. I think Giannis is going to be the MVP yet again. What else am I looking at here? The Suns lost. They lost to a terrible team here. What was the team that the Suns lost to? The Thunder. They lost to the Thunder. I don't know what was going on there. I haven't seen that game, so I don't know what's up. Maybe they rested their starters. I'm not sure. The Spurs are in that 10th spot. They beat the Trailblazers, whooping up on the Trailblazers, I think, twice this week. So if you look at the standings, the Lakers are not even going to make the play-ins. I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated, but come on now. Are they really going to win another game before the end of the season? I probably doubt it. Warriors on the comeback. They beat the Kings, and then they beat another team. I think it was a good team they beat. Who did the Warriors beat? Who else did they beat? The Jazz. Okay, so that was a very solid win for them. They're jockeying for position. The Celtics destroyed the Wizards by 42 points. So the Celtics, man, that's a surprise to me how good the Celtics are. Other big news would be probably the 76ers. They got a win on the Hornets, but I think the 3 games before that, they were losses. Yeah, it doesn't go far back enough for me to check it out. But the 76ers, they have not been delivering with James Harden. Oh, yeah, it was the Pistons. That's embarrassing. They lost to the freaking Pistons 102-94. James Harden in fourth quarters has been terrible. I think in this game, the whole game he was 4 for 15, I believe. That's not good enough. You know, it's a bad sign when Russell Westbrook has better numbers than James Harden. I think they lost that trade. I believe that they lost that trade. And speaking of Ben Simmons, the Nets could kind of use Ben Simmons because the Nets lost to the Hawks. Durant, doing all he could do, had 55 points, but they still lost. They still lost to the freaking Hawks. And the Hawks are pretty good, yeah, but they still lost. And I don't see the Nets getting that far, specifically with no defense to speak of. I don't see them getting that far. If I'm here looking at the standings right now, Eastern Conference, we got the Heat, first place. Celtics, again, they're on the come-up, man. The Bucks, the defending champs, 76ers, Bulls, Raptors, Cavaliers, Hawks, Hornets, and Nets. How shocking is it that the Nets are in the play-in? They pretty much locked the play-in spot, by the way. The Knicks are really terrible this year. I'm not sure who they would take on. Would it be the Hawks or Hornets to get by? I'm not sure. Very real scenario that the Nets actually do not make it into the playoffs. In the Western Conference, we got the Suns, 62 wins. Damn. The Suns are just, wow. The Suns are ahead of the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies aren't going to get, I mean, they locked the number 1 seed. The Grizzlies have 55 wins. I think they pretty much locked the number 2 seed. The Warriors are kind of fighting with the Mavericks. They're currently in the 3rd seed. Mavericks 4th, Nuggets 5th, Jazz 6th, Timberwolves, then the Clippers, then the Pelicans, Spurs, and of course, like we said, the Lakers. So yeah, there it is. Some thoughts on last week's NBA games. Leave any of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you.